We dug into our archives to find this holiday story. It's about those old vintage aluminum Christmas trees. Remember those? And did you know that those silvery Tannenbaums got their start in Manitowoc? Well, 5 years ago, they became the subject of a new book. And here's my story from 2004.
It cost more to mail it than to buy it back then. Back in the day, it was $7.95.
Barb Bundy-Yost's gift to herself arrived in the mail a week ago.
It's all falling apart, but I think the branches look all right.
An authentic 8-foot pink aluminum Christmas tree made by Aluminum Specialty of Manitowoc.
I found this tree on eBay. I was every once in a while I do a search for pink aluminum trees on eBay because I wanted one so very badly.
So badly, she saved up for it. Not only does she have a thing for pink, she has a thing for the trees. Her grandma lived near Aluminum Specialty and always put one up. So to the internet she went. She bid, she lost, she bid again, this time high enough.
And all of a sudden it hit me. I just paid $800 for a pink aluminum tree that, you know, why is nobody else bidding on it?
Maybe it's the color, because it's clear this town is mad about the metal tree. The storefronts come alive this time of year with the rotating evergleams. Local photographers Julie Lindeman and John Shimon once created an entire aluminum forest in their storefront gallery.
In the early 1990s, we started noticing a lot of aluminum trees at rummage sales, estate sales, and thrift stores, and we started buying them.
Perception of the trees started to change. People began thinking they were beautiful again.
Stop it down to F64.
No surprise to Shimon and Lindeman, who began taking pictures of their favorites.
You can look at the photographs and get all sorts of references to pop culture and art. You can look at it as a biography of the aluminum tree, which it is, and you can also just look at it as nostalgia, and people do come up to us and say, I looked at this and I remember this, I remember how this feels, I remember how this looks, and that's a very powerful thing.
Now those pictures are in a book, a little pink book called Seasons Gleamings, that has this town remembering a more prosperous time, when Manitowoc was the aluminum cookware capital of the world, and Richard Thompson was their chief engineer.
The aluminum tree, we made $1.5 million over a period of 10 years.
It was Thompson who was called on to mastermind the tree when someone from their marketing department spied a handmade one in Chicago.
And he brought home a sample and asked if we could make it for a certain price, that there might be a market for it. So that's how it all started.
Thompson still puts up one of the 8-foot prototypes. It's wanted by the Wisconsin Historical Society. Notice the branches. They're all the same length.
Through geometry and good mathematics, you can figure just exactly what the angle should be.
The material is World War II technology, not too flimsy like foil, but still soft enough to wind into branches.
I was a winder.
Ginger Barenbrook worked at the factory during the summer of '59, one of 40 women on the graveyard shift who sang songs to stay awake.
We can cut 'em, we can wind 'em, we can pack 'em, we can bind 'em. We stay up all through the night to make your Christmas gay and bright. We are the girls of the specialty. We make Christmas trees.
We caught up with Ginger at La-Di-Da Books, where all the copies of Seasons Gleamings are spoken for.
I can't remember a single other book where every person who has come in has told me why they are buying the book. So we have heard close to 700 little stories.
Like Barb Bundy-Yost, who's not afraid to tell everyone. She spent $800 on a pink evergleam.
As soon as you saw it, did you say, I love the color?
I love the color. You know, these trees are not real attractive when you have 1 or 2 branches on and you kind of think, yeah, it's not real pretty. When it's all up, I have to say I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty happy with it.
Now, an update for you. Many of those trees you saw in this piece have been moved to the Wisconsin Historical Museum in Madison. The large display of vintage 1960s aluminum Christmas trees will be open through January 9th, so you can check it out over the holidays. We have a link on our website for more information. Go to fox11online.com, click on the Good Day tab, and then look for the links section. By the way, the photographers are now teaching at Lawrence University, and their book is still available at area bookstores, and you can find it online at Amazon and Barnes & Noble. And Barb, well, she said she's going to be spending this Christmas Eve putting the finishing touches on her, quote, pink wonder.